Hi class, hope you're doing well tonight. We're about halfway through our first week in the legal class that we offer in the MEM program. This first week we're starting kind of slow with mostly just some discussion forums and kind of getting to know the topic a little bit and why the legal aspects of engineering are important to what we do. Uh, I think this text is really good. It is a lot of content that we're going to cover, and we've built some projects into the course that I think will be beneficial. But it's my opinion that when we learn, particularly at a graduate level, that we learn from each other and learn from some of the discussions we have as much as we actually do from any assignment. And we do have to have those assignments along the way to measure progress, but I'm far more concerned about the experiences we have as a group along the way. I think those are much more valuable. So that's why in this class you'll see that I've got the required mentoring session with a faculty member, which in this case is me, where I'll have a 30 to 60-minute conversation with you on the phone or on Skype or a Google Hangout, whatever your choice is, at some point during the class. And we'll kind of talk about what your career looks like to date, where you hope to go, why you're doing the program, and what we can do to kind of help you in your personal development. So this isn't an experience where, I'm particularly serving to give you counsel. It's more that I'm giving you a voice to talk through your own development and kind of being deliberate about having time to do that. So as part of that, I've prepared these videos that are not really lectures. We're not going to cover a ton of content, but in this first one in particular, I want to cover my career progression a bit as it relates to this particular topic. As I've mentioned in my faculty bio that you can see on the class webpage. I work in the medical device industry by my day job. I manage a group of engineers and scientists and draftsmen in that capacity. The medical device industry is extremely regulated. We have quite a bit of liability and regulation that comes into the work we do, and that if we make a bad product, we can obviously harm our patient and then also get in trouble with the FDA along the way. And neither one of those would be in our best interest at all. And we also, along those lines, have significant intellectual property that we have to protect because we have competitors that would like to have the patients and the customers that we have. So we have to protect all of those interests. So that is a big part of my job day in and day out. As part of that, I also want to discuss the idea of engineering as a profession, which is something that Gayton talks about in the first 3 chapters of the text, particularly about what constitutes a profession. And there was certain discussions of a high level of academic training, and then she also gets into a code of ethics being a part of that, what defines a profession. And make no mistake about it, engineering is a profession, and we have licensure as engineers. Now, obviously, many of us choose not to pursue that licensure, and that is not an emphasis in this program, but it is something I chose to pursue, and I wanted to kind of share why a little bit. One thing I've noticed in the past few years, a decade or so that I've been in the workforce, we've tended to dilute the title of engineer. We kind of added on to any pseudo-technical role, or many professions have taken on the moniker of being an engineer. And many of those people don't have any advanced design training or the advanced knowledge of math and science that the traditional ABET accredited engineering program would give you. One thing I've decided is that I wanted to protect my reputation and identify myself as a truly qualified engineer by getting that professional engineer licensure. Traditionally, that falls more for civil engineers than anyone else, and I do not fall in that category. My background is actually more on the electrical and software side of things. So in 2013, I actually took the first ever software engineering professional engineers exam and passed on that first try. So I'm one of really just several handfuls of licensed software engineers nationwide, I believe. So that's been quite an honor, and it confuses some people because they don't run into that a lot. But I do think it's something that's important to consider in your development, because not only does it show that you have the abilities to act in this profession, but also shows that you care enough to differentiate yourself from those that might not have those abilities. That can be critical in your advancement. I will tell you from my personal experience at the company that I work for, I'm part of a management team of 8 managers or directors, and we oversee about 75 people. When a position opens up in management, it's typically 10 to 15 internal applicants competing for that position. When I went for the role that I was most recently awarded about a year and a half ago, one of the differentiators between me and the other candidates was this professional engineer's license, and another was pursuing an advanced degree. At that point, I had my master's in engineering management and had started my PhD, and that was cited as something that set me apart from the other candidates. As I look at my peers that are also managers in the group, I see 3 others that have professional engineer licenses, one that has a PMP certification, which is not a license, but also shows a commitment to advancement. There are, I believe, 4 graduate degrees represented in the group. So really, it's no accident, no coincidence that these are the people that are advancing in my workplace. And I think you're taking a huge step in pursuing this graduate degree. And the degree itself doesn't necessarily mean you automatically get promoted, but it does mean you are showing a commitment to bettering yourself. And I want to be a part of that process to make sure that you capitalize on it and that we get you to the goals that you hope to achieve. So I think I would like you to consider where you want to go so we can have a good discussion over the next few weeks one-on-one, and that we can put you on track to hit those goals. I really look forward to getting to know each of you better. I think one thing that can happen in an online program is it can be easy to feel a little distant. I've heard feedback from each of you that you really like the cohort you're in and that you feel you're operating as a strong team, and I really like that. I want to make sure that I'm a part of your experience here, and I know that that doesn't necessarily come in traditional lectures in an online program. That's not necessarily what you're looking for. So it's more of a journey where I'll come alongside of you each individually, and I hope we can really get to know each other through some emails, some phone conversations, or video conferences, and that this is just the beginning of a good relationship where we can help you find the next step in your journey, and together we can make your career and this program a real success. So looking forward to the rest of the semester, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you very much.